All right, so welcome everybody to the Bench Rest Rifle Club of St. Louis. End of the NRL22 season here locally. Today we were going to hold our season finale match, but unfortunately that got canceled due to the recent events that's going on with the world pandemic right now with COVID-19. So with that being said, I'm going to do trophy and plaque awards for our season winners this year, and then you'll make arrangements to come to the club at some point or with me to come pick these up. So to start off, I want to just go over some information, kind of some updates and what we've experienced through the year. First off, average number of shooters this year. 2018 and 2019 season, which was our first full season, we had an average of 14 shooters per match. That does not include the April team match where we had 52 shooters, which held our highest attendance, so I took that out. So we had an average of 14. For 2019 and 2020, we had an average of 32 shooters per match. Gave us 129% growth over our first season, so fantastic as far as our participation and our growth there, and I think we're going to see even more of that next year. This season we had a dramatic increase in the number of open and base class participants, which was really, really good. Where we did not see a ton of growth, and I would like to see some more in the upcoming season, is going to be in the ladies and the young guns classes. The number of participants in these classes increased, but not to the extent that the open and base class did. Biggest reason I want to really see that and really want to push that is the success and future of the shooting sports depends on our youth shooters and the diversity of our community. So any help that you guys want to provide with that, would really, really appreciate that. If you get a new shooter that wants to come out, let him know. Or I'm here to tell you that we'll help anyone out that wants to come out and get involved. We got gear, we'll give you advice, we'll make accommodations for anybody, anything else that you may need. So just don't feel intimidated. Come out. We have a great group of folks. We have a lot of fun. Come out and enjoy yourself. Have a good time. If you're not aware, we have the loaner rifle program. We've got several rifles to choose from. It only costs you $10 if we provide the ammo. If you provide the ammo, then there's no cost if you want to come out and use one of the loaner rifles. National championship match. We've got 8 participants from the Bench Rest Rifle Club going to that match, which is scheduled for May of this year. It's the last weekend of May. Although that may get rescheduled because of what's going on around the world, that's yet to be seen. But wish them luck, all those people that are going to be attending the national finals match in Tennessee. For the 2021 season, NRL membership and rules, expect to see these available in the next couple of weeks. There's a lot of benefits to being an NRL22 member. You get national points tracking, there's monthly prize drawings. The sponsors put up some really, really great prizes for NRL22 members, so definitely check that out. Go to NRL22.org and check that out. Some updates here locally. We've got a new rimfire tactical range that's currently under construction. We made tremendous progress with that the last couple of weeks. Weather's been cooperating, so we've done really, really well there. We're looking at the anticipation for completion by late spring or early summer of this year. We'll have ranges from 25 all the way out to 300 yards with multiple firing points. This is going to be a tactical field style range, leaving as much of the natural elements such as the trees, the terrain as possible, so it's going to be really cool. This will not result in a buy-in like we had with the 1200 range. This is being completely funded from the success of the NRL22 that we've had here locally. So we will likely have a qualification process. And finally, I really want to thank Scott Pieper and Scott Shepard for all their hard work in making this become a reality. So if you see them around, please be sure to thank them for that. Local match fees for the next season. We're going to have just a little bit of a change. If you are a Bench Rest Rifle Club member, you come to an NRL22 match, it's going to be $20. If you are not a member of Bench Rest Rifle Club, we're going to tick that up just a little bit. It's going to go to $25. If you've never participated in an NRL22 match, your first match is only going to cost you $10. You can always check the Bench Rest Rifle Club website for a full match schedule. You can always check us out on Facebook because we're always talking about it there. In October, we are going to be holding an NRL22 regional match here at Bench Rest Rifle Club. We've got several clubs from approximately 6 different states that are showing a lot of interest. It'll be a one-day match, probably 10, 12 stages, maybe a couple more. We'll see how that goes. Will likely be held on the new range, but may pour over to the 60 or 20 bench depending on the number of participants and stages that we have. We'll be looking for ROs and spotters. So if you don't want to come out and participate in the match and want to volunteer as an RO or a spotter, get with me, and we'd appreciate that. We will have a large prize table with trophies. We got several different industry companies that are on board for sponsorship. So we're going to have a really nice prize table for that. Season sponsors for our local matches and our regional match. Vortex Optics continues to support us, so please be sure to reach out and give them some love. They've been really, really fantastic to us, and they're contributing heavily to the prize table for our October regional match. Rimfire Challenge Shooting Association, something that you might want to go check out when you get some time. It's essentially a 22 rimfire 2-gun match. Involves a pistol and rifle. We may try to put together somewhat of a kind of a trial match sometime in 2020 if the schedule allows, and looking at possibly holding sanctioned matches here next season, 2021, here at the club. So check that out. If you got some interest in that, got some questions, get a hold of me. I'd really like to gauge interest in that and see if we can make that a reality for next year. I got some thanks I need to extend to some people. First off, everyone who continues to support our local matches and promote the NRL22 and the shooting sports. Everyone who showed up to our matches this year that helped set up stages, and those who stayed afterwards to help tear down. You guys really made my job a whole lot easier. Also need to thank Scott Shepard for making several of our targets that we use at our matches. And we need to thank Patty and Maureen here in the main office who do all the printouts for all our score sheets and things like that. Some special things. Got a couple names on the list here. Really need to thank Scott Pieper. He's the president of our club. Really supports our efforts for the NRL22. He took on construction of the new range, has just done a fantastic job on that. Acquiring our shipping containers, helping us get targets, just keeps things moving for us and has really been there to support us, so thank you very much. And then finally, DJ Brierly, for all your continued support and dedication and always being there for me to provide guidance and advice. So I can't thank both of you enough, and I really, really appreciate it. Okay, so we're going to move on now to the prizes and awards, or the awards I should say. I'm going to start out with the trophies in each class. And I want to start off with the open class. 4th place, even though we don't have a trophy for 4th place in any of the categories, I at least want to mention it. John DePrimo in open class came in with a total points for the year 4,218. I want to step back here just a little bit. The trophies for this year were based off of the total number of points allowed for the season. So if there were 700 possible points in a match, that's what you were shooting for. You're not necessarily competing against each other. You're competing for the total number of points available for the season. So that's how this works. 3rd place will go to Art Dombacker, 4,503 points. Congratulations to Art. 2nd place, open class, will go to Matt Woody with 5,079 points. And then 1st place in open class goes to myself with 5,155 points. The base class, 4th place, Nathan Brugman, 2,032 points. 3rd place, Michael Glander, 2,833 points. Seth Brierly, 3,351 points. And Vinny Beazel, 1st place with 4,432 points. I'm going to go ahead and mention all the ladies and all the young guns that participated this year because we had a significantly shorter list. It was pretty competitive, so I just want to go ahead and list off those names. Marissa Davey, with a total of 140 points, competed in 1 match. Miranda Maxwell, 330 points, competed in 1 match. Ellen Beazel, 1,008 points. She competed in 3 different matches. Dorothy Dombacker competed in 4 matches came in fourth place with 1,234 points. Sarah Dumbacker competed in 8 matches, I believe, if my count's right, 1,506 points. Lauren Glander takes second place with 1,726 points. And then in first place for the ladies class, just absolutely decimated the field, Amy Mummer with 3,060 points. The Young Guns, Jet Castle, 262 points, competed in 1 match. Nathan Shaver competed in 1 match, 277 points. Gwen DePrimo competed in 1 match, 300 points. Spencer Roadcap in fourth place, 1,107 points. Evan Craig with 1,244 points. Riley Langston, 1,345 points. And Reese Bowes in first place with 2,289 points. So congratulations to everybody in all of those classes. Like I said, get with me at some point to come pick up your trophies. They're all going to be here at the club. We'll hold them here, and you can come pick those up at your convenience. So congratulations to everybody who competed this year and those who placed in the top 3 of their respective category. I've also got some plaques that I want to give out. And again, these will be here at the club for you to pick up when you are available. And here's the criteria. I'm going to go through each plaque and then the criteria and then the reason why this person or these persons were chosen for these plaques. The first one we're going to do is Most Improved Shooter. Excuse me just a second. A little bit of a runny nose from being out in the cold. Most Improved Shooter. The criteria was has attended 6 or more NRL22 matches at BRRC in the 1920 season and at least 4 matches during the previous season. Is engaged in and upholds the values of the BRRC and the NRL22 community. Has shown significant improvement of overall score throughout the previous and current season and has displayed exemplary conduct, safety, and respect. The Most Improved Shooter criteria was met by more than one shooter, so we had to go by an actual percentage of their improvement, and it was really, really, really close on it with a couple of people. The runner-up for that was Doug Becker, who had a 19% improvement from the previous season to this season. And by 1 percentage point, John DePrimo with a 20% went from a 53 to a 73 from last season to this season. John attended 7 matches during the 18-19 season, shot several of those matches with a high of 40% available points, but continually improved as the season progressed and had his best match shooting at 72% of the available points. Finished the season with an overall average of 53%. He attended 8 matches during the 19 and 20 season, scores immediately improved from the previous season, which showed evidence of his commitment to improving. His best match score of the season resulted in 81% of the available points. He finished the season with an average of 73% of the total points available. So John DePrimo, you will be getting the Most Improved Shooter plaque, and this is what we have right here. So that's your plaque, John. You can come pick it up at your convenience. Congratulations. Our second plaque is going to go to the Rookie of the Year, and here's the criteria for the Rookie of the Year. Has attended 6 or more NRL22 matches at BRRC during the 1920 season. Has not participated in the NRL22 prior to the 1920 season. Is engaged in and upholds the values of BRRC and the NRL22 community. Has 0 safety issues. Has displayed exemplary conduct, safety, and respect. Improvement of overall scores throughout the season. Fosters growth of the shooting community through engagement with other participants, social media, and the general public. Supports BRC and the NRL22 to ensure future growth and success. This person has attended all but 2 matches this season, has volunteered to set up and tear down for every match, has volunteered to be a squad leader, scorekeeper, and spotter on several occasions, always assists others and mentors new shooters, always has a smile on his face and a great attitude towards others. And the recipient of the Rookie of the Year is going to go to Christopher Rishi. Congratulations, Christopher. Well deserved. And finally, we have the Sportsman Award. The criteria for this plaque has attended 6 more NRL22 matches at BRRC, has displayed exemplary conduct, safety, and respect, assist other participants without being asked, is engaged in and upholds the values of BRRC and the NRL22 community, volunteers to assist the match director, range officers, and squad leaders, fosters growth of the shooting community through engagement with other participants, social media, and the general public, supports BRRC and the NRL22 to ensure future growth and success. This person is always taking and helping with other shooters, is always talking to and helping with other shooters, Always has a great attitude and a smile on her face, has attended all but 3 matches this season, is an ambassador to the sport, is very respectful and grateful, and is the only person that I know that took time to make an NRL22 sweatshirt with blinking lights on it. That plaque is going to go to Reese Bose. So congratulations, Reese. Well deserved. Ooh, almost dropped it. So that, along with your trophy, will be here for you to pick up at your convenience. So that's really about all I have. Again, I want to thank everybody that came out this season, that supported the club, supported the NRL22 and all the shooting sports. I hope everybody is doing well. We hope to see you. June 13 is our next match, scheduled match here at the club. I hope to see everybody here. Hopefully this whole virus thing is blown over by then. We can get back to a normal life. That's really about all I got. Thank you all very much. Have a great one.